If you're thinking about selling your home, you may want to check out our full-service flat fee listings, which are designed to help you net the most money when you sell your home. I'll talk more about those in just a second, but first, we'll look at the Cincinnati real estate market news for 2024 year-to-date and compare those numbers to 2023 year-to-date. First of all, new listings are up 11%, closings are down 8%, median sale price is up almost 7%, median days on market is at 6 days, total inventory right now is at 86 days, while active inventory is at 46 days. It is still a seller's market, but not as hot as it was last year. So if you want to net the most money when you sell your home, you need a better marketing plan, but you don't have to pay a 6% commission to get that because it comes standard with our full service flat fee listings. Visit our site at 513flatfee.com to find out how you can net the most money when you sell your home. Mortgage interest rates are hovering right now on average nationally, according to Freddie Mac, around 6.5%. Last news I saw was 6.46%, which wasn't much change from the week before that. The news recently here with the unemployment numbers spiking a little bit and with inflation getting closer to the Federal Reserve's target of 2%, according to their data. There's all the news is pointing, all the comments by Jerome Powell and other experts in the industry and other members of the Federal Reserve are pointing towards a rate cut in their September meeting. Some people are predicting 0.25%, some 0.5%, but the market is already considering that cut as if it was already done. So we don't know if they've already baked in or considered 0.25% or 0.5%. But even if there is a rate cut by the Federal Reserve in September, as many experts predict, and as we're getting closer and closer to that, that seems more and more certain, which is of course good news that rates are going down. But it's possible, although maybe not likely, that if there is a rate cut by the Federal Reserve of 0.25%, if the market has already factored in 0.5%, because that's what they were expecting, it's possible that although the Federal Reserve has cut the rates may actually go up. Okay, so that's how it works. If you want more information on that, I'm not a mortgage loan professional. You want to talk to somebody like a loan officer with a lender that specializes in mortgages to get more into the weeds on why that is and how it works. But right now we're around 6.5%. So if you're getting a better rate than that, obviously you're better than average, and the opposite is true. If you're higher rate, then that's obviously worse than average. But that's something to look forward to here on the horizon for buyers, as we should have lower rates. Again, they may not drop in September with a Federal Reserve rate cut because those are already factored in to some degree. But we are actually, based on the economic data, expecting, and experts are again predicting multiple rate cuts as we go through 2025. So now we've heard this story before. If you followed the news and you've heard my videos, I'm just repeating what they're saying as well. I'm not trying to make any predictions because I'm not an expert in that area, but I know enough to follow the news and understand where things are trending. We've heard that before. We heard that in 2023, that in 2024 rates were going to be in the low 6s, high 5s. Obviously, we never got there. We were just told within the last month or so that rates were not going to be cut at all in 2024. And then all of a sudden in the last few weeks, we've heard that actually it's going to happen in September. So it's a bit of a roller coaster riding up and down, trying to figure out what's actually going to happen with rates. So my advice, if you're buying a home, selling a home, or you're just considering doing one of those or even both, as part of your move here in the Cincinnati real estate market, is not to get too caught up in interest rates. It is good to know what's going on, but I certainly wouldn't plan my move based on what's going on with interest rates, because frankly, it's impossible to know exactly what's going to happen. And it's also impossible, even if you did know, to time everything perfectly anyway. So I recommend focusing on buying your next home, picking the right home for you, taking your time, being patient so you can make sure that you get the right home for you. But when you do that, if you're able to get a fixed rate mortgage so that if rates go up in the future, you're protected against that. But also if the rates go down in the future, you have an opportunity to refinance if that makes sense for you. And if you're selling a home right now, I wouldn't wait to put your home on the market based on interest rates. Yes, when interest rates are lower, we generally have more buyers in the market, more demand, which is more showing some more offers for you. But right now we do have relatively low inventory, even compared to the lower demand that we've had this year due to the higher interest rates. So you're still in a seller's market, like I said at the beginning of this video, although not as hot as it was last year. So you have to be more intentional, you have to be more proactive with your marketing. You need a professional in your corner to market your property effectively, to get top dollar as quickly as possible, and also to negotiate the best terms for your offers as well. So if you have any questions about that, how to navigate the interest rates of the market right now, whether you're buying, selling, or doing both, or if you are pursuing a professional relationship with a realtor and you don't have one yet, I'd be happy to have a conversation to see if we would be a good fit. The best way to reach me is actually to visit my website at 513flatfee.com. Scroll down the homepage there, click on the link to schedule a call so we can both set aside some time dedicated to assessing your specific real estate needs. And that way I can map out a game plan for how I can potentially help you to achieve your goals. I'm Patrick Grosser with the 513 Flat Fee Real Estate Group at Fathom Realty.